Hey guys, it's KOKOStern with Concept Hunter, and today we have two games that have absolutely nothing in common except for that they're cool and that I wanted to showcase them for really variant reasons. So let's get immediately started with Ninja Miner, which is our first game of today. It is developed by A10, as you can see, with that lovely little imp that smiles at you. And the reason that this game works, it doesn't have anything really too new that you haven't seen before, but it snaps, and it's so fast-paced that I liked it. I couldn't really stop playing because it was so fast that I could finish the entire game in a couple of minutes, so why the hell not? So let's immediately start. As you can see, I finished everything with 3 stars and whatever, and this took like, I don't know, 20 minutes tops. Really, it's just so fast. So the gameplay itself, you can play with the mouse. I'm going to play with the arrow keys. You can just move in line. So you can't stop in the middle. So as an example, I can't reach this area right now because I can't stop. And that's it. That's it. But it's so fast. And that's what made me really like it. I generally like these puzzles, but I dislike how slow they are. And this game is just so fast and snappy. I just finished a level. Let's continue immediately. This time I get a pickaxe so I can break these things. Obviously later on we'll have different kinds of pickaxes that we have to switch around. And that's it. Look how fast this is. I just finished the level to completion. Took me how long? Nothing. Level 3. Go, go, go. If I go to the right now, I'll reach the spikes and die. Let's do that for a second. So that's not the correct route. I have to go around it, and I get this star, and I go here. Look how fast this game is. And that's really why I liked it and why I actually played it to completion, because it's so fast. There's nothing too complicated. There's no, it's not really hard. It does get a little bit harder on the later levels, and there is actually a problem that sometimes you don't really see. As an example, right now, I don't really see what will happen on the left side. If I go left, I don't know where I'll stop, where I'll land. And in the later levels, you actually get to land on spikes if you're not careful. And spikes reset the level from the beginning. Now, it doesn't hinder you so much because levels are so quick and not huge, so you're not gonna feel, oh god damn it, I have to go through the entire thing again. It's pretty snappy, but it's kind of annoying that in a game that's so fast paced you'd expect to just get that pause in the middle once you hit spikes. And if you hit spikes, I don't know if you've heard it the time a second ago that I actually hit spikes on purpose. Where the hell am I going now? Yes, this way. But what happened is that I stopped, and there was even a sound of like a screeching car that you actually stop, and that's exactly what that does. It stops you in your tracks in the fast-paced, fast movement. You stop because of spikes, and if it's because just the spikes were there for an unknown reason, kinda, then it kind of feels bad. And in this game, as an example, I just finished it, the level is complete, but I didn't get the stars. So I press R to restart it, and I actually have to do this in order to be able to take the stars. I have to start. Only at the start I can actually get those stars. So I'm gonna do that, but now I can't actually stop at the middle. So what I really have to do is this, and then this, and how the hell do I get middle now? See, this game is smart. Oh, you start with you getting the key, and only then you need to go immediately bottom, and then get both the stars, and now I'm finished. So it does take a couple of replays, and there is a level of wait, stop, and think what you're doing before actually running and doing it. And other than that, it's just fun. It works, it's so fast, and it happens, it's snappy, that's what I like about it. So Ninja Miner is pretty good. Let's move on to our next game of today, and it is going to be Fearless. So, Fearless, I'm going to put on the audio. And what I really like about this game is the premise. Let's first talk about what the game is. It's a runner, or at least that's the way that I like calling these types of games. A runner is a game where your character is moving, and there's stuff coming at you, all kinds of obstacles, and you have to deal with them. The main way you deal with them in most cases is dodging them, but sometimes you have to do something else. So these games, they've started out with smartphones and with tablets, and you have a ton of them. I think one of the most known ones is Jetpack Joyride, that's the name, right? You just keep on moving and you dodge stuff, and there's all kinds of types. There's types where you keep on moving and you have one button to jump, or you have 3 lanes and you can move between them, or you just have 2 lanes, or maybe altitude that you have to dodge stuff. but it might be one button, might be two buttons, but they're very, very simple, and you dodge stuff, and you also collect stuff, coins for upgrades, and obviously you have medals, and you might not have an ending, so you have a infinite spree that you could just keep on going forever and ever and ever. In this game, I've actually finished it, but I've reset my data so we can see it from the beginning. What I really like, first of all, is the premise. It's a girl that goes to sleep and has a reoccurring nightmare, and that's the reoccurring part of the game. Each runner, you obviously go through the same, basically the same thing over and over and over again, with some changing stuff that are generated each time in a different pattern, but basically it's the same thing. So the reason here is that she goes to sleep and there's a nightmare. That's a recurring nightmare, and you have to beat it and fight against it. And if I go to the upgrades, you can actually see here that she's supposedly practicing. So the animations are really, really cute, and you got all kinds of upgrades. And let's just start immediately. You actually have Z and X every night, the same dream. I'm running in the forest and chased by death. It's not fun, that's death. That's kind of a nice way to portray death. And you press Z in order to jump, and that's pretty much what you can do. The jump is very minuscule, it's tiny, so you have to really do it properly, avoid the bunnies, and if you get hit, you get back, which is not fun. And the forest is unsettling. It fights back against me. Why is it so angry, she asks, this little cute girl. And X is when you can actually attack, so when that bar comes up, if you hit X at the time where the little thing is exactly on the red, I need to run from death to break the cycle. This is only a dream. And that's pretty much all you get, and so I can get stronger, and that's it, right? And then you start the game, pretty much. So there's coins that you collect in order to upgrade, to use upgrades, and the fighting, as you can see, I can miss. It gets smaller and smaller with time, and if you miss, you're obviously going to get hit. And the upgrades are really nice. One of the nicest things about the upgrades, I have to say, is about the jumping. As you can see, I'm fighting stuff, and you're already starting to get medals. You're already starting to fighting stuff, but you don't really have to fight them if you can jump above them. And the jumping mechanic obviously gets better jump, then double jump, then even better jump, and then a triple jump. And that means that you can reach the high coins that are really, really high, and I can't even reach right now, that are really at the top. Damn, I'm gonna miss that one, I'm gonna die. The really top coins, you can actually reach them with triple jump. And the fox, in most cases you'd be scared of the foxes, that if you miss, even if you're really, really high, then the fox is still gonna hit you. That's how it happens in most games, but in this game, you can just jump above whatever it is that's hitting you. And that's something that I really, really like, because it makes sense. And what I'm trying to portray, that in a lot of games, if there's an obstacle, that obstacle, if you don't evade it the way that the game wants you to evade it, or to deal with it, then it's going to hit you and deal the damage that it needs you, or stop you in place. And in this game, you have that fighting mechanic, but if you get high enough of a jump, and since they just made them at that point, you can jump above them. And it's actually part of the medals, being a pacifist and jumping over each one of the enemies that you actually face. So that's another small thing that I really liked in terms of the progression of upgrades. And you actually get everything recover, which lets you just regenerate health over time, and the health obviously just have more health, so you can screw up more often. Jump gives you higher jumps, and better sword aim just allows that bar, that red part, to be bigger. And fox ears will actually eliminate, foxes won't attack you, which is a cute little thing. There's actually foxes, wolves, and bears, I think, that attacks you. So the graphics are obviously very, very cute in the way that they are. This type, I don't really know how to call it, but it's pretty obvious and familiar that it's cute stuff, but it has skulls. So it's supposedly cute and red colors and bright colors, and it's nice, but it also has skulls, and later on flaming skulls as well, and it's dreary, and that sort of art style is actually done very, very well here, and that's why I really approve of it and like it. And the game itself, I like runners in most cases, but there's always something that makes me cringe, and there's always something that pisses me off. And in this game, how could you? I ran over a bunny. In this game, I don't think I have anything to say. I love the music, it's 8-bit and it's cool music, and that's it. I just enjoyed it. It's a good game. It's a good runner. And I have nothing. No, not almost. I have nothing to say against it. And Death Dodger, I jumped over 3 obstacles or something like that. The medals, actually pretty nice. And the one last thing that I have to say, that if you finish everything, get all the medals and all the upgrades and everything, you can actually finish the game. There's some sense of completion. If you screw up after having absolutely everything, then you're going to beat the nightmare and win. And the fact that a runner game has an end is also nice for me, that you reach some sort of ending, some sort of completion that's not completely unfeasible. There isn't a million medals and a million miles that I have to run. It makes sense. And I really like this. So this game is called Fearless. It has also wonderful music, and we're going to give credit where credit is due. If I click elsewhere, there's game paused immediately. So Fearless is by, the programming is by Inaman, and the art is by At Palaces, if that's how you pronounce it. And Ninja Miner that we played previously is by Silent Games. So that's it for Concept Hunter for today. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope this was enjoyable. And play these games, let me know what you think, and I will see you guys next time. Laters.